Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my new video. My name is Nicolas. I'm an email marketer for fashion brands. And today in this video, as you can see from the title and as you can see from the thumbnail as well, we're going to review my must-have Shopify apps. These are mainly directed to fashion brands, but many of them can be applied to any other verticals like cosmetics, accessories, technology, whatever. So really, like, there's a bunch of apps you can find on the Shopify App Store. It can be overwhelming sometimes because you don't really know what to use, what you need. And the majority of websites I audit and I worked with, sometimes they have like a bunch of list of apps within the App Store that they have signed up to, and you don't really need all of that. So we're going to review my favorite ones for, I would say, a shop that is below 100K in monthly sales, but it can be up to 500K as well. Works the same. So we're going to review the apps, make some comments about them, and then we're going to, check what is my favorite stack for 100,000 a month online sales fashion brands. So we're going to cover different areas. The first one would be email marketing. Then we're going to cover some review collection, some cross-selling as well, return solution, customer service, size recommendation, a bunch of stuff. Because I think each of these areas are very important for any e-commerces, especially for fashion as well. So we're going to touch on each of my favorite apps within each category. And yeah, let's comment on it. So don't forget to like the video, to subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about e-commerce, fashion brands, email marketing, Facebook ads. I'm going to post on different subjects. Follow me on LinkedIn if you want as well, because I post daily content on there. That worked pretty well. And actually, this video I'm doing it because I've done the post last week on this very same subject, and I've had a lot of interactions, comments, suggestions. So it was pretty cool. So let's get into the first area, which is email marketing. And as we talked about, email marketing is very important. That's the main channel for communication with your client, with your email list. Also the main channel to help for customer repetition and retention. So it's very, very important for you guys to have an email marketing platform that you can work with, because the Shopify native one is very limited. So the first platform I would recommend is Klaviyo. It's very well known. It's the main one, especially in Europe. It's the most common one I can find across all stores I talk to. It is the most advanced in terms of features, analytics. I would say it's the most advanced. It does need a heavier setup though, because they don't really have like a full support. The support, in my opinion, has been quite decreasing in the last month. They've made a lot of changes. They are going to an IPO soon, and I'm thinking that the support for smaller accounts will be going down, and I will focus on bigger accounts. So yeah, Klaviyo is a great one if you want to have a very advanced analytics, very advanced features, great capacities for flows, but it is more expensive, and it requires a lot of work on your hands. The second one I would recommend is SendLane. So SendLane is a platform that I came across quite recently. I've talked to them. It's a California-based platform. They have the same features as Klaviyo, really, in terms of build capabilities, flows, campaigns, but they do have a better support for now. So they do have like the possibility to help them build your flows, review them, etc. They don't have any EU team for now. So if you are an EU-based business and quickness of answer from support is important, that might be the best, not be the best option for you because they're in California, so they might take some time to answer. But the great thing is that the price is based on usage. The majority of platforms price the service on how many contacts you have in your list, and sometimes you pay more because you might have contact that you don't really need because they're not engaged and you don't send them emails. On this SendLane platform, you pay by the amount of emails you send every month. So that's pretty cool. And the last one is Omnisend. Omnisend is based in Europe. It's more basic. It's mainly for smaller e-commerces that really need to get going pretty quickly and don't really plan on growing too much and need too many things in the email marketing. They do have a full support, meaning that if you are in MailChimp, they can build your flows within the platform directly. And it's pretty cheap. As I said, it's like half the price than Klaviyo, but again, it's a bit more basic. So it really depends on your needs, on what do you need in terms of analyticals, in terms of capacity to grow and build more flows and build more filters, etc. So yeah, Klaviyo, SendLane, Omnisend are all three great email marketing platforms that I would recommend. And obviously, you can check what your needs are and maybe find the best suited for what you're looking for. Review collection. So review collection is basically apps that, as it says, help you get more feedback from your customers, get more reviews that you can implement within your product page, your Google Ads, your website, etc. So the first one is called Reviews.io. This is one of the best apps for me in terms of review collection. It is very complete. It integrates well with Klaviyo, with Shopify. Some of the best e-commerces I know and fashion brands I know use this. So yeah, I would recommend check it out because it's pretty cheap and it's very complete and have good support as well. The second one is Okendo, also very cool app. It doesn't only offer reviews, it also offers quizzes and surveys, which is great, if you want to do more surveys and customer feedback, and you don't really want to have like Reviews.io, another platform for surveys, etc. You can use Okendo. It's more or less the same price as Reviews.io, but yeah, offer the same capacities, but you can do a bit more if you add more pricing. And then Klaviyo has launched recently their own review feature. It's a new feature. I haven't tested it out yet. I haven't heard anything from it. I know it's quite expensive for being just an upsell of the platform. So you can test it out if you're happy with Klaviyo as an email marketing platform. But I would recommend checking Reviews.io and Okendo as well. Cross-selling. So cross-selling, as you know, it's mainly for to increment your average order value, get people to buy more stuff on your website, mainly complementary items. So for example, somebody that might buy a t-shirt, you might sell them accessories, bracelets, stuff like that. If you sell shoes, you might offer socks or cleaning products. So yeah, that's very important to increment your average order value and your margin per order as well. So the two main ones I know about and have been recommended is after sale and reload. So after sale is great for cross-selling and also for repetition. I did hear a lot from it, quite a lot from other brands and other marketers. And it's pretty cheap. It's €100 if you have about 2,000 orders a month. So it is pretty cheap because when you do use a cross-sell platform or app, what you want to look at is what is your incremental margin, right? And if you sell only socks as a cross-selling opportunity because you sell shoes, for example, you do need to sell a lot of socks in order for the app to be profitable. So that's a calculation you need to do. Same thing for Relo. Relo has a great UI, good integration capabilities as well with a bunch of platforms. I didn't find the price because you need to contact for the price. The calculator wasn't working at this when I did the video. So again, very cool platform. I know some people who work there as well that I've talked to, and it looks very good. I think their best feature isn't really on the cross sell. It might be more on the repetition, and if it might be better for cosmetics than fashion brands, maybe because of the repetition capacities. But they have like great cross sell features as well, like checkout features, add to cart features, stuff like that. So might be worth checking out as well. Return solutions. So obviously, fashion brands, we do have a lot of returns based on size problems. The product wasn't the one we expected, or the colors wasn't the one that was in the e-commerce. So we do have a lot of returns to check out. So the two main platforms. So one is Revenue, which is mainly Spain-based, but all the biggest brands in Spain in fashion use Revenue as their main platform for returns. They are not limited to Spain, but they are from Spain, so they are more familiar with Spanish markets. And another one is called Loop. Also, I had a demo with them. I talked with many people from Loop on LinkedIn. Very cool app as well. So for return, one of the main things you want to look at is it might be depending on the region you're based, where your warehouse is based. Sometimes when you have a warehouse in Spain, maybe a UK-based solution might be more expensive than a Spanish one. So it really depends on where your warehouse is located, where does your return come from, what are the markets where you have the most returns. And yeah, it's a bunch of different things to take into consideration. So it's not like an easy recommendation to do because there are more things involved than email marketing, for example. But I would recommend checking out Revenue and Loop. And for customer service, again, in fashion, you have a lot of things to deal with. I have a problem with my order. I don't find my order. My t-shirt came with some defects, whatever. So two main platforms that I think eat the most of the market when it comes to fashion. So the main one is Gorgeous. It's the most familiar customer service platform for e-commerces. It's pretty cheap as well. It's $300 for 2,000 monthly tickets. So again, it depends on the volume of order you have. 2,000 monthly tickets might be quite a lot for your brand, but they have different plans. And the other one is Zendesk, which is the other Gorgeous alternative. I don't really know how it works because it's by agents. So I assume that one agent might be able to take on a certain volume of tickets per day. So that's something that you need to look at as well. How many people are in your CS team? And then figure out the price. But on the pro plan, it's 150 euros per agent. So yeah, you need to check out how it might work for you. But both platforms are very good recommendations, very good support as well. So yeah, I would recommend checking these out. And then last but not least, size recommendation. Size recommendation is, again, very important in fashion. You might not need it when you start out, having like the model size as a reference might be enough for people to understand what size they might shop out. it's not really super useful when you do clothing, because usually people have the same kind of clothing and patterns in different markets. So an M and an L size are very similar across brands. But for shoes, it might be very different. I know that shoes have the highest return rates than any other fashion items. And so for shoes, you might be able to, recommend people a specific size depending on the brands they shop at. But it depends on your return rate. It depends on the prices as well. So the two main size recommendation tools I would recommend checking out is Usizy, which is a UK based and pretty familiar within the UK market. And then you have Nice Fit, which is based in Spain, but they also touch different markets. I work with them. They have great support when you have any issues, or if you have any questions, or if you need customized integration as well, they can work with that. But again, it depends on your market. It depends on integrations you might need. The pricing also depends on certain models. So I know that some size recommendation charge you by they take a percentage on the orders that use the recommendation tool. You might check out how it works for you, but I would recommend Usizy and Nice Fit as great options as well. So we talked about different apps and recommendations, and all the apps I mentioned are very good, and you can go check them out and be very confident that it would work well for you. But this is if I had like a 100,000 a month revenue fashion brand store on Shopify, this is what I would recommend or what I would use myself. So I would reuse SendLane for email marketing, simply because I think it's a bit better than other alternatives. It's cheaper as well, and same features in Klaviyo. I would also recommend Reviews as a review collection tool, because I think it's the best tool there is on the market at the moment, and it's pretty cheap as well. Great support. After sale for cross-selling and upselling or repetition, very cheap as well. Gorgeous as a customer service app and platform. Loop for return, especially if you're in other markets, multi-markets, I would say. They have great multi-market capacities. And Usizy as a size recommendation tool. So these 6 tools, when you sum them up, they account for a total of less than $2,000 a month. So that's less than 2% of the 100,000 K you would generate in sales. And I think that's the perfect stack to start with. They don't really require a lot of development. They don't really require a lot of knowledge. They all have great support as well if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you need custom integrations. So if I had a 100K store on Shopify for fashion, I would definitely go with these 6 apps for email marketing, review collection, cross-selling, customer service, return, and size recommendation. So that's it for this video. I hope it was useful for you. I hope that thanks to that, what to choose for different kind of areas you might be needing a platform for. And again, that's my personal opinion. That's from things I heard or from people I talked to directly from these platforms. Again, there are like thousands and thousands of apps within the Shopify store that you can choose from. If you have a specific need, you might find another app that better suits your needs. But again, for me, if you start out, if you have doubts and don't really know which app should you install or subscribe to for your store, I would go with any of these because they're great. I know them all. Everybody I know who have them and work with them are very happy with all of them. So yeah, that's pretty easy to check. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave a like to the video if it was useful. Subscribe to the channel. I will be posting every Wednesday and every Sunday about email marketing for fashion brands, Facebook ads, e-commerce, Shopify stuff. So yeah, if you're looking for growing your fashion brands and need more tips, subscribe to the channel, follow me on LinkedIn, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.